entrepreneurship, and I'm actually revealing today my 10 income streams. So I'm revealing the 10 ways that I make money as an artist and as a creative entrepreneur. So, sorry, I'm just a little bit agitated. I was running here and trying to get here on time. So I'm just a little bit too excited for today's video. Anyway, so let's get into it. Usually I take a few minutes before I start these live videos on Thursday. Today is TBH Thursday, which means To Be Honest Thursdays. And if this is the first time coming to my channel or meeting me here on YouTube, then every Thursday at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time, I do these types of videos where I either share entrepreneur tips for artists or other creative people. And I also share, sometimes it could be like a painting session with me, some other awesome tips that I might have for you for, creating artwork. So it might vary a little, but for most part, I'll have what this video will be about in the topic of the title of the video. So that way you know a little bit of what to expect. And at the beginning of every video, I will take a few minutes to respond to anybody's question. If anybody pops in while I'm going live and they have questions of anything, art, entrepreneurship, making money online, whatever it is, I'll be here a few minutes and respond to those questions. So far, if you have any questions, I see some people jumping into the live stream. So if you have any questions that you'd like me to answer, this is the time right now, because I don't want to take too many minutes. I was thinking maybe 5 minutes at the most, but if nobody has questions about anything, I'll just jump into today's topic. And then if you do have any questions while I'm, sharing all these tips with you, then you can always ask me in the chat and I can just jump right in, okay? So first of all, the 10 ways that I make money online as an artist, they just, it's not like I started doing these 10 things all at the same time, right? They've developed with time as I've entered different social media platforms, etc. So I'll just kind of explain each one as I go. So the first one, selling paintings, original paintings, and prints online. So that's kind of like the most obvious one, right? Because if I'm an artist, obviously I have artwork that needs to be sold. So that is my number one income stream, selling just prints, my paintings, my original paintings, or prints, which are copies of the original prints of the original art, and they can be put, in posters or anything like that. So it's not like the original artwork that I painted, by hand. It's just kind of like a copy, and then you can sell those online in posters or canvases, and it's just you scan those and you put them on a canvas. You can also put your designs on clothing and other stuff, and I'll go into that in one of my other income streams that I'll talk about in just a bit. But that's the first thing. And so how do I sell those? Well, I post on social media like Instagram, Facebook groups, YouTube. I do YouTube videos where I show how I create a piece, and then if someone is interested, they can reach out to me and we can do, I can just, we can arrange that part right there. So I don't have like a special website where I sell my artwork, even though I do have a website, and I could potentially put them up on the enchantingfineart.com website or the loveacrylicpainting.com website, because I have those two websites. But it's just too much of a hassle for me. Like, I don't like taking pictures. I don't like uploading them, putting a description. It's just too time consuming. So it's just more of a, if you're interested, just reach out to me. Like we can just, talk about it if you want to purchase my artwork. So that's kind of how I approach the selling online. You can be more aggressive with yours, with your selling. You can, put them on a website. You can put them on Etsy. You can you can have your own website and put them there. You can sell them through. I think you can even sell them through Instagram. I think so. But there are tons of other, platforms where you can sell your artwork. And in fact, I have a blog post. Sorry, I have a blog post on my website, which is called 20 Best Websites for Artists to Sell Work and Make Money. So if you go to loveacrylicpainting.com, and search for that post. Right there, I give you tons of websites where you can actually post your artwork. Some of those, just so that you are aware of, they are Fine Art America, Amazon Handmade, Online Gallery, Artupload, eBay, Etsy, Saatchi Art, etc. So there's different platforms. You don't necessarily have to have your own platform. You can put your artwork on other platforms. And I don't do that, but those are options for you if you want ideas of where to sell your own artwork. Hey, Sheldon, how are you? Nice to have you here. Nice to have you in this live video. We're just giving some uh, some tips for making money online. And if you have any tips of your own, I know Sheldon does also artwork and really great art. You can go check out his channel as well. And if you have any tips, Sheldon, of how you sell your own art, let me know in the chat. And I'll be I would like to share that too with other people. So, but that's kind of how I approach my selling of my own artwork. Now, I'm not too aggressive, like I said, with selling my own art through my website or other platforms. The second way that I make money online is by selling the original paintings or the prints locally. So again, I post, I don't do that often, but if I do have like a friend that lives close by and sees the artwork on my website, then they might reach out to me, or I might post sometimes on like a Facebook marketplace or local, KSL market, local classified ads or whatever. But you can also visit like coffee shops, barber shops, dentist office, banks, bakeries, restaurants, beauty parlors. There's tons of places that will allow you, if you go and talk to them, and you tell them, hey, like I do art. I would love to, ask you if maybe you'd be interested in displaying some of this artwork on your walls, like especially if they have plain walls where they're not exhibiting anything and they look plain. You can, go that route and tell them, hey, like your walls will look awesome, and I'm not charging anything for, letting you borrow my artwork for you to display. And if it does sell, if people ask, I'll put prices there. And if people ask and it sells, you can get a commission for, for having or displaying those pieces of art in your shop. So that is another way that a lot of artists start getting exposure locally and selling their art without having to be too aggressive with their selling techniques. So if you don't like selling, I don't like selling, you can do that. You can just, approach someone, a local shop, and a lot of those small shops will be happy to help. And, why not get a commission for a sold painting? But, look at different locations in your area and different places like the ones that I mentioned, coffee shops, barber shops, dentist offices, beauty parlors, doctor's offices, stuff like that. Okay. And then you can also set up a booth in a local craft fair and sell your art that way as well. Um, I Again, I'm not very aggressive with this method because I don't like selling. And so I just, if people see it and they like it, fine, I'll sell it to them. But I'm not like out there trying to really sell my artwork. Okay. So, but it is one way that I make money. Okay. It's the second way that I make money. Let me see what Sheldon has to say here. Um, Smaller pieces sell faster than larger commissions. People generally don't have a ton of money, but selling jewelry and other things like clocks. Yeah, that's a very good suggestion because I actually saw another artist that mentioned the same thing that Sheldon is mentioning, where they have bigger pieces and the people that don't take advantage of making smaller pieces to sell as well, like they could have a big piece, but then they also sell jewelry and smaller pieces that are more affordable. And if you don't take advantage of doing that, having artwork that it has different price ranges, you're kind of missing out on those people that still love your art, but then they don't really have the money to maybe purchase a big piece. And that way you ensure that everybody takes a little piece of you home, whether it's a big piece or a small piece of artwork that you did. And they are all happy, you're happy, and it allows everybody to have a little bit of you in their home. You, especially if they love your artwork, they might feel like they're missing out just because they don't have big amounts of money to purchase a big piece. So that is a very great idea. Thank you, Sheldon, for sharing that. And so let's go now to the third way that I make money online. So I make also online courses. So I sell different courses that I'm just basically selling my knowledge, the stuff that I've learned how to do well. So, for example, some of the courses that I have on the loveacrylicpainting.com website are the acrylic pouring for beginners, the Bling It Geodes course, which is like an acrylic pouring course without resin. So it's how to do geodes without using resin. Then I have the Realistic Oceans, which is also how to do oceans without resin. The No Stop Making Mud course, which is a course to teach you how to make sure that your paintings look vibrant, that your colors are vibrant, rather than muddy looking and dull. So I have that. And then I'll soon be doing a Resin Geodes for Beginners course, which I still don't have a page for that or a way for people to purchase that because it's still not ready. But it is something that's coming up. And then I also have, what is it called? I'm going to do one. It's not ready yet, but it's the Dragon Eye Masterclass, which is teaching you how to paint dragon eyes. And, if you are interested in any of those courses, those will be listed in the description box below. Now, fourth way that I do or I make money online, it's by selling PDFs or downloadable items, such as color palettes. So I have PDF. I think right now I have 4 PDFs that are color palettes, for different combinations, for different colors. So for example, I have a metallic color palette. I have a can't remember all the other ones. A bloom color palette. So I have different ones where you can buy and download this PDF, and it'll give you different color combinations that you can use as ideas for your next paint pour, for your next painting. Then I also have cheats, guides, templates. So I have like a paint cup label template. No, not template, a printable, where you can print these out. They're already done, and you just print them out with your printer and on top of some labels, and you just stick these labels on your paint cups, and that way you can organize those cups really nicely. Don't have paint cups laying out around everywhere without knowing what you mixed into that paint cup, what pouring medium is in there, what brand of paint, what color. You just have everything nicely organized. And a painting diary where it's also like a printable sheet where you can put all the information of, what paints you used, what was your pouring medium recipe, if you added additives, what technique you used. And so it's basically to keep track of everything you did to come up with a certain painting. And then that way you can keep track of how you created your paintings in case you need to, some sort of reference for future paintings. So basically those are just like examples of stuff that I sell online, but you can just kind of go with your own niche and figure out what is it that my audience actually needs. Do they need maybe a sewing pattern? They need a printable for, I don't know, for a type of artwork? So anything that that your audience needs and that you can make and make it easy for them to just print out something, then just go for it. People want to save time and they want to get awesome results. So if you have a way to make things easier for them, they will love that. So making printable items and downloadable items and templates, all of that is great. Let me see. Sheldon, oh, love you. We need to talk. I'm so immobilized with the selling platforms. I'm so lost in technology. I know, yeah, it can be a little bit daunting. It was a huge learning curve for me to learn WordPress, to have my own website. It was a steep learning curve. So for beginners, I usually just recommend that you start selling on other platforms that are not so hard to learn, like Etsy and other of the ones that I've mentioned previously. However, having a WordPress site does come with its advantages, but like I said, it's a huge learning curve. And also, you have to make sure that you drive traffic to it. You can't just like make a website and expect people to just land there. You have to have a strategy for driving traffic to that website, whether it is writing blog posts that are focused on specific keywords that people are searching for on Google, or doing YouTube videos and shoving the people back to your website by mentioning your website, or through Pinterest and doing pins and then sending your people back to the website. Those are all ways of shoving people back to the main platform that you want, or that you have your courses, or that you sell, where you sell your art piece, artwork, or whatever. So yeah, I understand that part. It was daunting. It was a little bit hard, but I guess if you want to be if you want to be successful, there are hard things that you just need to tackle. You just need to learn them and move on. So okay, let me see. Number 5, the way that I make money online is by selling physical products. So like I said, I opened up another website, which is enchantingfineart.com, where I sell embellishments, art embellishments, glitter powders, glow powders, glow in the dark pebbles, glow in the dark sand, glitter sand, what else? Micro pearls. So I sell all of these little embellishments for making artwork or embellishing artwork. And that was a lot easier to learn and to open up that shop, because that one I made it through Shopify. But it was a little bit it's a little bit harder for me to drive traffic back to that website, because it doesn't work exactly like a WordPress site. So I know how to drive traffic to the WordPress site. I just write blog posts for keywords that people are searching for on YouTube, and I mean on Google, or YouTube too. And then people find me that way, and that's how they land on my website. But the Shopify store, since it's not a, I don't write, content. I don't write blog posts. It's more like just a selling platform for selling embellishments. I don't really know how to drive traffic there other than, doing videos, YouTube videos, and telling people about the products, or using other artists and sending free products to those artists so that they can use them in their artwork. So, for example, I send some embellishments to Tammy Anderson, and she has a great huge platform, huge audience on YouTube. And I send her free embellishments so she can use on her artwork, and then that's a way of her promoting my embellishments without me paying for ads. So the way that I pay for those ads or for that exposure is through basically sending free product. But then if she likes it, she recommends the products, and then people come from her website over to my website. So those are kind of like the only ways that I know of so far. I don't know how to get more organic traffic. When people are just searching for a specific term, like glitter sand. Like if someone was just gonna search for glitter sand on Google, I don't know how to make it so that my page shows up on the, first or second place on Google. I don't know. I still don't know how to do that, but yeah, I just thought affiliates is just the way to go for me because they already have an audience. And if I send them free products, they are probably happy to use them, right? And who doesn't like free products? And it's a way for them to expose me and my physical products to their audience, and just having people get to know what I offer. Um, People are missing out. Yes. Well, the good thing is that I have this YouTube videos don't really go away, so people can always look at the video later, so that's awesome. And yeah, Sheldon, if you ever want to use any of my products, hey, I might even send you some if you think you might use anything like that. And who knows, your people might like what you use or my products. But anyways, let me go on. Okay. So yeah, I have that enchantingfineart.com website where I sell all those embellishments. So that's my fifth way of making money online. Now, the sixth way is selling designs on print on demand items. So let me just make sure no one has. Oh, what about keywords like how to? Okay, before we go to number 6, let me just answer Sheldon's question. Yes, how to are great words because it's a lot of people are searching, for how to do something. So, for example, YouTube videos are great, or even blog posts are great ways of using those type of keywords. So, whenever I do a YouTube video, I could be like, how to do a geode or how to do a seascape. Or if I'm doing a blog post, I'll also do that, like how to do a geode, and then I write a blog post about that and include videos either of myself making a geode or even of other people doing a geode. If I find their content helpful, I can include those videos in my own website, and it's also a great way of not having to be great at everything. Maybe like I'm not great at doing blooms, but there's people that are great at doing blooms. So I can write a blog post about blooms and insert other people's videos about blooms and just recommend them. And it helps my website and it helps them. So it's kind of like a win-win situation. But yes, the how-to words are great for using on YouTube and on WordPress sites. But I don't think they're great for, I don't think I can't think of a way of using them on a Shopify store, because in a Shopify store, I just put like, glitter, glitter sand, blue glitter, tan sand. So it's not like, I guess I could do blog posts, because Shopify does allow you to do blog posts, but I just don't have the time to do blog posts on both sites. So right now I'm just relying on affiliates for promoting my products. Oh, by the way, if you haven't looked at the enchantingfineart.com website, I just released yesterday 2 new mystery treasures, which are limited items that I sell on occasion. So it's not a guarantee that I'll sell it in the future. And, I might source a product from somewhere to use for my own art, but then I'll sell it, whatever. If I buy too much, I buy it in bulk. I sell it as a mystery treasure on my website, and I reveal it. I don't have a time or a specific day where I reveal these mystery treasures. They just go on the website, and I announce it on YouTube and to my email list, and they are in limited quantities. So yesterday's mystery treasures were glow pebbles and glow sand. So you can go check that out, because I only have a few bags of that. So, okay, let's go to number 6, designs on print on demand items. Now this one, I create designs on canva.com, and I put them on, t-shirts, canvases, mugs, hats, posters, stickers, all of that. But they're not all just exclusively for my artwork. So I do designs of everything. Well, when I have time, right? Because sometimes with all of this, I don't have the time. But I did make some mugs that had Mexican sayings. I had some mugs that had a Yellowstone show quote, a political t-shirts, um, um, spirituality canvases, where they have, Bible verses or whatever. So I did do a few of these, and I sold them on Etsy. The Yellowstone mugs were really successful, especially during Christmas time. I did sell quite a few of those, and some of the political t-shirts, and some of the spirituality canvases. So it's not like I'm just scanning my artwork and then putting those designs on my, on my mugs or posters or whatever, or shirts. I'm actually selling, other, designs that I make. So if I make a design, like I mentioned, all these other ones, just kind of random designs, I put them on shirts, and they're just kind of sold automatically, because I don't have to, like, once someone purchases one of these items, like a mug, I don't have to do anything. Printful, I use Printful, and so Printful, receives the order, they print the design on the mug, they ship it, and I don't have to do anything at all. So that's a really great way of not doing a lot. The only time that you invest is in actually doing the design, and you do need a bunch of, you do need to have a lot of designs on if you're doing this on Etsy, so that your Etsy shop is visible, and you need to keep that updated and keep uploading products regularly. So I don't make a ton of money with this, because I don't do it, like, I don't focus on doing that specifically, but it is a way that I've made money online. Women's empowerments are great selling. Let me see, what is that? Selling TPP, women's empowerment. What is TPP? I'm not really familiar with that. If you can explain to me what that is, I'd like to know. Okay, so 7th way that I make money online is doing painting parties. So I do these parties locally, where I just, if people want to have a date night or they have a birthday party or they just want to do a church group activity, a family reunion, whatever, they just want to have a fun time. I do have a page on my website where people can reach out to me and we can just coordinate these kind of events. And I've had a few here, locally where I've done, church groups, birthday parties, date nights, and events and stuff like that. So that is another way. And the eighth way that I make money online is in-person or online private classes. So I don't focus a lot on this. It's on the same page as the paint pouring party. So I kind of advertise that you could do this for a group, or if you want to just do it yourself. If it's just you that you just want to learn how to do acrylic pouring, then I can just do a private class. So I don't have two separate pages for advertising, these two things. They're just all on one page, and the cost for those private classes, and they can be done locally where I go to people's homes or they come to my home, or I also can do them online. So, and that is the eighth way that I do money online. And the ninth way is by doing affiliate marketing. So if you don't know what affiliate marketing is, it's when you when you recommend products that you love to your audience. So in this case, a lot of artists, they recommend artist tools like paints, canvases, embellishments. They just recommend basically anything that they're using for doing their own artwork. But I also recommend other stuff like the software or the tools, the camera um, or the stand that I use to record, my YouTube videos, or the lighting that I use to record my videos, or even the platforms that I use, WordPress or Canva, what I use to sell my emails. So I use Aweber. So I recommend Aweber. Um, what other tools do I use? Let me remember. I've used, or courses that I've actually gone through and that I love. Like I have one that I absolutely loved, and that's kind of what got me going in this path. But they didn't accept my request to become an affiliate. I mean, I told them like I'm an artist, but your course got me to where I am, and I'd love to recommend your course to other people. Um, but I guess I'm not such and they don't consider me being a marketer. They consider me more like an artist, so they didn't accept my application. So, anyways, I'm still gonna try and apply because that's what I do. I just look up. I look at what tools I use and love, and see if they have affiliate programs. If they have an affiliate program, then I apply for it. So, for example, I also I use Shopify and I love Shopify. So I became an affiliate for Shopify. Because if I'm recommending all these products or tools that I use, it's because I love them and because they actually work for me. And we if I recommend these things to my audience, they trust me and they know that it works because I've used them myself. And so by recommending a specific tool to them, I'm actually doing them a favor because they don't have to go and test out a bunch of other tools. So like I couldn't live without Canva. Canva is the one tool that I use for almost anything, for doing graphics for my for my blog posts, for doing the graphics for my YouTube thumbnails, for the graphics that go on Pinterest, for creating my PDF files, for creating my downloadable items, for creating ebooks, for presentations. I use it for a ton of things. I couldn't live without it. And so when I recommend that tool to other people, I'm doing them a favor because they know that that tool works. They don't have to go in and search for a ton of other different tools or test them all out or waste their money on other tools that don't really work. So, and then I get a little bit of a commission from the actual person or the actual company. It doesn't cost my audience anything if they purchase through one of my links. So it's a great way to make money online. It's by sharing products that you just that you currently use and love. Let me see the live chat. When you put subject matter that build women up, oh, it's a great selling item. What about NFTs? You know what? NFTs, I'm not really sure about that. I haven't really looked into it. I don't know. For some reason, I just don't feel great about them. But I haven't looked into them, honestly. So I don't really know about NFTs. If I know anything, I'll share it in the future. But so far, not really, haven't looked into that. So then 10th way is by doing ads on Ezoic or using Ezoic on my WordPress site. And so I use these, this is a recent thing. So I put ads through using Ezoic, and anytime I just make money through people coming to my website just by having traffic. So, why not make an extra income when people are coming to a website that already had traffic? So I just turned those on, contacted Ezoic, and they get a little bit of a cut from the revenue that I make through those ads, but it's kind of like another extra way of making money without having to do anything extra. It's just, the ads are there, and just by driving more traffic to the site, that will, make me more money. So the more traffic I have, the more money that will come in. And since that is a new thing, I don't really know how that is going to play out or how much money I'm going to make in the next month. But I'll let you know. I'll update you on that, about, kind of like how much I made. How much did I make just by placing ads on a website? Let me see who else was there on the chat. Oh, Paula. Hi, Paula. Welcome. I'm almost done with the video, but you can always go back and, look at, listen to the other ways that I make money online. Okay, so that was the 10th way that I do money online. Now I have 4 more ways that you can make money online that I currently don't use because I'm either not eligible yet or just because that opportunity hasn't come yet. Actually, one of those, I am taking advantage of that. But let me just go through those 4 additional ways of making money online. So sponsorships. So if you have a YouTube channel, sponsorships are a big thing. But those usually come to channels that have a little bit more of a bigger audience. And so I'm still not there. Haven't gotten any people reaching out to do a sponsorship. But I guess eventually that will come, and that will be an extra way of making money online. So, those bigger channels, these companies, it's a way of also having their product or their software or their tool advertised to people online without paying for ads. Well, they're technically paying for ads, but they're not paying for ads in the normal way, where you see an ad and then have to click on it to go buy. It's more of getting exposure of that company by the actual influencer mentioning a specific product. And so the influencers get paid for mentioning a specific product, a specific tool, from the company that contacted them. And they get, I don't know how much they make. I haven't looked into that. I found a video somewhere of someone that mentioned how much is like a good amount to ask for these kinds of sponsorships. But since I'm not there yet, I'm not too worried. But when I get to that point, I'll have to start doing a little bit more research. But just keep in mind that if you have a YouTube channel, that's another way that you can make money online, is by having companies reach out to you and paying you for sharing a product or something on a video that you do. Then the second bonus way is by doing commission work. I don't do commission work. It's too much of I choose not to do commission work. It's too stressful for me. Like, I don't like trying to come up with a piece of art that people, a specific type of piece of art that someone else wants. So if they want a specific color or a specific pattern, or like, I just don't like stressing about all of that and trying to figure out if they're gonna like it or not. I'd rather just do what I like, and if people like it, great, they can buy it. Otherwise, I'm not gonna worry about making a specific piece for someone. But it is an option if you like to do that as well. Then the third way is YouTube ads. Again, YouTube ads. If you have a YouTube channel, you can start making revenue by placing YouTube ads, just by people looking at those ads while they're watching your video. Again, I'm still not there. I have the audience that I need, the subscribers, but I don't have the views yet. So YouTube recently increased the amount of hours that someone needs to have for their channel to become monetized. So I'm almost there, but not quite there yet. So I still don't make money through YouTube ads. However, I do have another channel that I opened up, a completely different niche, and it's in Spanish. And that one was making revenue through YouTube ads, because I did reach that goal of subscribers and watched hours. But since I stopped focusing on that channel and started doing more of this art on this channel, the other channel, I guess, hasn't grown that much. I mean, it keeps growing. People still keep viewing my videos. I still keep making money, but it's not a ton of money, because I'm just not focusing my energy and my time on that channel. But YouTube ads is another revenue, and it can become really profitable depending on your niche and how many views you have and all of that. Hi, Julia. Let me see, who else was there? Julia and Paula. You totally agree? Do you agree with not doing the commissioned work, that it's too stressful? Because yes, I don't like that. So some of these, like I said, that's why some of these I either don't qualify for, or I just don't like to do them. But they are options, so that's why I'm throwing them out for you as bonus options, not ways that I'd make money online, but bonus options for you. Yeah, no commissions. I don't like doing commissions. Too stressful. Okay, and then the fourth bonus way is not really a way of making money, but I do consider it sort of like making money, because I don't waste my own money on products. So this, basically, the fourth bonus way is by receiving free products from companies that just want you to test out and recommend their products. So I've had some companies reach out to me to try out Resin. I have other people that have reached out to me to try out pigments, dry pigments, and stuff like that. So all of that is free products that I just use for my own artwork. And so I don't get paid for using those products, but I do get free products. So I still consider it free money because I'm not spending my own money in art supplies. So that's why I wanted to throw it out there because it's technically free money, right? Because you're just saving money. Uh, oh, Julia, you do a lot of commissions and it takes away from the joy. Oh, I thought you were going to say that you loved it. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's why, like, I would love to make money with commissions, but I just want to create because I love to create, not because I'm forced to create something for someone. So I get your where you're coming from, that it takes a little bit away from the joy because I want to create something that just comes out of my imagination. And I just like to be creative and use whatever I want to use and not just be limited to what other people want me to use or what colors they want me to use. So, yeah, that's why I don't really like doing commission work. Um, but again, it's an option, and some people love it. And I mean, totally an option for anybody that wants to do that. And yes, it's hard to duplicate. I was seeing in the chat that you're mentioning that it's hard to duplicate a piece of art. And sometimes I had this customer that saw a seascape that I did, and she loved it. But then she came out with this idea that she wanted me to recreate that piece, but instead of having blues and aqua tones and all of that, she wanted me to make it a gold and red ocean. And I was like, I've never seen a red and gold ocean. And I guess in theory, like that would, I think it would look great, but that was just in theory. Once you put the colors there, they didn't really work out. They they just, there was no way I could recreate what I did with the other piece, because there's no way to predict how an acrylic pour is going to come out. And using different colors or the color combinations that she recommended was like, like that's not working out the way that you're kind of envisioning it. And I did try it, and I was like, no, it's not going to work out. And she didn't end up going through with her request. So I was so relieved that I didn't have to create this piece of art that I didn't really think that was going to turn out that great. So again, just my own 2 cents on that. Oh, yeah, Julia, I would have told her I couldn't do it. Yeah, true. And no matter what, you can't get in their mind and know what they really want. Yeah, that's the hard thing. I like people can kind of explain what they want, but it's not until you do the piece and then show it to them that they'll be like, that's not what I had in mind. Or I wanted these other colors, and it's kind of hard to predict, like I said, how the painting's going to look once the colors mix. And so I'm not a fan of doing these commission pieces. But again, an option, and some people do love it. So that's there for you if you want to do it. Okay, so free products was the last one. And like I said, it's just free money because you don't have to spend your own money on just purchasing your own supplies. So either people reach out to me or I reach out to them. And if I like a product if I see a product that I really like, I can reach out to them and be like, hey, do you want me to recommend your product on my YouTube channel? And if so, or can I become an affiliate for your product? And some of those companies will send you free samples. Some of those will just give you a discount for you to purchase those samples. But that's okay. Like even getting a discount helps. So, and then plus if you recommend the product and people buy it, then you get a commission for that sale. So it's kind of like a win-win situation for both the affiliate person and the company that is sending you the free product. So those are the 10 ways that I make money online and the 4 extra bonus ways that you can make money online that I don't really use. Well, I do the free product ones, but the other 3, 2 of those I'm not qualified yet. I don't have the views that I need on YouTube to get to that point, to be eligible for those type of ways of making money, and commissioned work I just don't like. So let me know if you have any other questions. That's all I have for you. If you don't have questions, then I will see you on my next live video next Thursday, 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time. These are the TBH Thursdays, to be honest Thursdays. And I'll be also releasing a few more videos on Sundays. Well, a video this Sunday and probably next Sunday. So let me just check the live chat. If nobody has any questions, then I wish you all a very happy rest of your day. Hope you enjoy and have a great day today. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you soon. Bye.